Hi, Sarah Pacaro, hypnotherapist and rapid transformational therapist. Today I'm going to share with you an acronym to help you remember all of the elements and different things that a narcissist will do in a relationship with you. An acronym for narcissist, and then also an acronym for power, which is what they take from you and is what we work together to allow you to regain after you have been in a relationship with a narcissist. So the acronym narcissist, the N in narcissist stands for admits to never being wrong, or never admits to being wrong and admits to never being wrong. They always say they're never wrong. The last narcissist in my life used to say this say it proudly. You know, Sarah, you know that I would never, ever have a conversation with you if I didn't know that I was right. And I would think, okay, well, so it's not possible that a person is never wrong. And he would say, oh yeah, no, I'm never wrong. And he would admit to having that personality. And I thought, okay, well, that's whatever. I didn't know about narcissism then, but that is the N in narcissism. Never admits to being wrong. The A in narcissism stands for avoid. They avoid emotions. They avoid accountability. They never ever take accountability. They avoid accountability. They avoid responsibility. They avoid empathy. They avoid intimacy. There are so many things that a narcissist avoids. So remember that the A in narcissist stands for avoid. The R is rage. You will see this narcissistic rage once a narcissistic injury occurs. And this can occur from calling them out. It can occur from telling them something, providing evidence that what they did was wrong. Maybe you've caught them lying or cheating and you say, look, I have the proof right here. You will notice that the narcissist becomes full of rage. If anyone challenges their false sense of superiority, because that is what the narcissist has, is this false sense of superiority, that they are above everyone. The C in narcissist is childish. You will notice the narcissist acts like a child, like throwing a tantrum when they don't get their way. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, especially if you have a child with them, you're thinking, now I have another child because I have to deal with you. I'd actually much rather deal with the child than this adult who's acting like a child. So, N never admits to being wrong. A avoids. R is rage. C is childish. The narcissist instills a lot of things in their victims. The biggest thing the narcissist instills in their victims is doubt. They do this through gaslighting, manipulation, triangulation, hoovering, because the victim of the narcissist is doubting that they can do anything, doubting that they can leave, doubting that they will ever be loved again if they do leave this relationship, doubting that they will ever make it on their own. So the I in narcissist stands for instills. And what do they instill? Doubt in every area of that person's life. S stands for stonewalls. The narcissist will stonewall during conflict. And if you're not sure what stonewall is, it is a powerful manipulative tool that they use. So look it up. I don't want this video to be too long, but you have been stonewalled. If you've been with a narcissist, I guarantee it. I mean, think about it. It's like a stone wall that they put up, like you cannot penetrate through. There's no getting through to them. And they will stonewall you during conflicts. You're never going to talk to them enough so that they see what they're doing, or that you can get through them in a conflict to have them to go, oh, wow, you're right. Thank you so much. I feel like, no. The narcissist will stonewall you during conflict. There is no getting through. The second S stands for smearing. The smear campaign. They slander your name, especially when you call them out on their BS, or you start instilling boundaries and saying, no, you cannot treat me like that. The second S is for smearing. And you will notice that they go and they talk all kinds of trash about you. Very people that you were close to, people that were family members, maybe people that were really close friends, they get them to be on their side and start to slander you. So the second is S is smear and slanders. The next I is in denial. The narcissist is always in denial that they ever did anything wrong to you or that they ever treated you bad. They are in denial and they gaslight you. They get you to question your sense of reality and think maybe it really wasn't that bad. Maybe they didn't do that, when in fact you know that they did, but you start to feel in denial of your experience of the abuse with being with them. They are in denial that they ever did anything wrong. What do you mean? No, I never did that. I never said that. You're crazy. You're making things up. So I is for in denial. The S, the next S is for subjects. They subject you to a lot of things, but this S is for silent treatment. They subject you to the silent treatment. Maybe they go hours or days, weeks, sometimes even months without talking to you, and they leave and you don't hear from them. You try to reach out to them, text them, call them, and they're just gone. They don't respond back to you, and they give you the silent treatment. The T in narcissist stands for triangulate and tear down. So triangulation, I have another video on that, but triangulation is when they use you, themselves, and another person, that other person that they will use to get information about you, use against you, to try to hoover, pull you back in, bait you back in. So triangulation and tearing you down. Obviously, they are always, always, always tearing you down because that's how they feel they get this one up on you, the sense of superiority. You can reframe your experience with narcissistic abuse. As a rapid transformational therapist, as a hypnotherapist, that is what I work with people in, is reframing the experience with your subconscious mind. You can't go back and ever erase anything or have something not happen to you. I get asked that all the time. Can you just like erase my memory? No, that's not what it does. But you can go back to a past experience and detach from the emotional experience from it. Take the positives, take the learnings from it, take the power from it. And that is what this next acronym, POWER, is about reframing, rewriting. That's why my company's name is Rewrite Your Life. You can reframe your experiences from narcissistic abuse. So for the acronym POWER, the P stands for positioning ourselves for greater things, taking those experiences, those things that happen to us, those things that happen for us, and extracting the power, the positives from it to move towards a much better life, a much more informed life, so that you get out of the victim role mentality. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. The O in POWER stands for owning our agency after abuse. So what do you have to do? Well, you've got to take responsibility too. You can't just stay in the victim role. Oh my gosh, all this bad stuff happened to me and woe is me. You need to take and own your part in it too. And a lot of people reach out to me and say, Sarah, I feel like I'm the narcissist, or I feel like I'm the toxic one. You do have a part in it too. It takes two to tango. So you have to own your agency. That means like own your part in it, and then stop playing that part. Stop playing the game with the narcissist. Go no contact. If you have children, go extreme limited contact, parallel parents. There's no co-parenting with the narcissist. So you've got to own your part in it too. You can't expect them to stop, hurting you and abusing you, yet you're still on your phone, right? So owning your part. The W is writing new narratives, rewriting. I know that re stands with R, but writing new narratives to replace old disempowering ones. I firmly believe that this is best done at the subconscious level, because your subconscious mind is 90 to 95% of your mind. The conscious mind is about 5%. So writing new narratives to replace old disempowering ones, that's getting rid of those negative limiting beliefs. And doing that at the subconscious level is far greater than just trying to do it consciously. This information that I'm sharing is, at the conscious level, but the real powerful change is best done at the subconscious level and at the conscious level as well, so you can understand that. The E in POWER stands for eradicating toxic habits and relationships. This comes into play with instilling firm boundaries, with not getting sucked in and pulled back into the toxic behavior, cutting those people out of your life, understanding this. You have your own toxic behaviors. That's what led you to being in this relationship in the first place. But eradicating your own toxic behaviors, eradicating your toxic beliefs, your toxic relationships. You're going to have to cut some people out of your life when you're in this stage. But it's not a loss, it's a gain. You are gaining power. You're not losing toxic people or friendships, and you're not ever going to be alone, because now you have space and room for healthier relationships, much more empowering relationships when you eradicate the toxic behaviors and habits and relationships. R in power stands for recognizing our own worth and value. That is an amazing thing to do. That, again, I believe firmly is best done at the subconscious level with hypnosis, with rapid transformational therapy, are recognizing our own worth and value. When you don't recognize it, that's what leads you to staying in the relationship, the toxic environment relationship, for far too long. So understand that being powerful isn't about denying our victimization. It's important to acknowledge you can be both victims and survivors. That's what I feel that I am. I feel like I was a victim and I'm now a survivor and a thriver. So it goes victim, survivor, thriver. Those are the three stages that most people will talk about when you are coming out of this, healing from this. You can be both. You can say, I was a victim, but you don't have to be a victim. Being in the victim role keeps you stuck. One doesn't exclude the other. And to imply otherwise is to imply that being a victim is somehow shameful or invalid. And it's absolutely not. But that's where most people feel stuck. They feel stuck in the shame, stuck in the guilt, stuck in, and it impacts their ability to move forward. So to move towards power is to move toward the truth. And the truth in owning your power means recognizing the times that we were once powerless, and there are power in words. And to change the words, change your inner beliefs. Like I said, I've mentioned a couple times, I firmly believe is best done through hypnosis, through rapid transformational therapy. But I wanted to share this powerful acronym with you of narcissist and power. So when you are ready to do the inner work, want more information, I would love for you to click on the banner. There's links in the description below this video as well that we can connect and talk about moving you into a much better, healthier, positive place in life.